Alright, so we're going to be doing advanced synthetic division. I want you to notice that typically with synthetic division, we have had 1 as our coefficient. We do not have 1 as our coefficient. So for synthetic division, we want a degree of 1. That's a non-negotiable. And ideally, we have a leading coefficient of 1 in our divisor. But as it is, this is not a leading degree of 1. Now what we cannot do is just solve for x and divide. What we have to do is force that leading coefficient to be 1 by division. So this is not 1 in my divisor. I do not like that. I have to force it to be 1 by division. So what I'm going to do is divide that 2 out of that x. But what I do to one thing, I have to do to everything else. So this will be divided by 2, and so will every single term in my dividend. Because of that, you're going to have some pretty ugly fractions at times. These aren't too bad. Now that I've forced my leading coefficient of my divisor to be 1, I'm going to go ahead and synthetically divide as normal. So this is going to become a positive 3. I'm going to list my leading coefficients up top, keeping in mind that if I'm missing terms, I need a 0 as a placeholder. Bring down the 1, multiply, add. Multiply, add. Multiply, add. So that leaves me with x squared, because it's a depressed polynomial, it's 1 less than my original, x squared plus 5x plus 1 plus 9/2 over, we want to do my original dividend. Now the last thing you have to do for these, you cannot leave this as 9/2. We have to reaccount for the 2 that we took out to begin with. So remember, we can't just do things willy-nilly and not balance it out. So because I divided by 2 in the beginning, I'm going to multiply my remainder by 2 at the end. So I want to multiply remainder by original divisor leading coefficient, LC leading coefficient. So 9/2 times 2 is just 9. So once I quote unquote fix my remainder, this would be my final answer for that problem. So summary. Non-negotiable, my degree has to be 1 in my divisor for synthetic division. It's ideal if my leading coefficient is 1. So if it's not, I have to divide everything by the leading coefficient in my divisor. Then I synthetically divide like usual, but for my remainder, I have to multiply back in my original leading coefficient. And that gives me my final answer.